Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
Now we just have to move forward. We have no choice, so.
A Fargo family is reeling after the sudden closure of a local construction company with nothing more than a sign on the door.
The sign reads that Studs to Rugs is closed for business. A former employee telling Valley News Live the owner informed all workers he unfortunately had to let everyone go.
With several unanswered messages, a Fargo family called our Whistleblower Hotline, wondering what exactly they can do to recover the tens of thousands of dollars they have lost.
Valley News Team's Molly Casey walked through their unfinished home and has our story.
You go through moments where you're angry and frustrated, and then you just kind of go beyond it. You don't really know what to think or feel.
Bridget and Ross Bowden started their home renovation with Studs to Rugs in April. After months of slow to no work, the Bowdens have now literally been left out in the cold.
It's not in a draft, it's a wind that comes through our house right now.
The family is one of many wondering what to do after finding out the company they trusted to build their home is now folding.
We've put $80,000 in so far, and this is what we have.
Out $80,000, the Bowdens are living in a home that has no finished kitchen, partially completed electrical wiring, and no insulation.
Just over $500 last month to heat the house only at night to 60 degrees.
The family has hired a lawyer to figure out if they can recoup any of the money they spent, all the while preparing for winter.
Right now, we have a piece of sheeting and house wrap between us and the elements with our children and everything, so it's very unnerving.
And they're finding out not all of the work that was completed was done correctly.
They didn't do the framing inspection that we know of,
we have
which
zero
means
inspections right
if
now,
if the city comes back, they could say this is built wrong.
But after the news broke, the Bowdens say they've received nothing but support.
It's already an outpouring towards us, and it's a really nice feeling.
From Fargo, Molly Casey, Valley News Live.
The Bowden family adds that siding and insulation will be installed over the next 2 weeks. They hope to have the project finished in a couple of months.
Be careful who you accept as a friend on Facebook. They may not be who you think. Tracy Gills contacted our Whistleblower Hotline saying she received a request from her stepdad, or so she thought. It turns out someone was impersonating him and adding all of his relatives. Gills thought the account was real because they had so many mutual friends.
Before you add someone, call them or text them and say, hey, did you just send me a Facebook request? Like, seriously, I think we all need to start doing that. And then just only taking friends that you know.
Gillis reported the account and got it taken down before anything bad happened. However, technology experts say there are at least 80 million fake accounts out there. And remember, if you need help with a serious issue in your community, you can call our Whistleblower Hotline. Just call 701-237-6576 and leave your tip. A member of our investigative team will get on the case and go to work to expose the truth.
2 people remain in the hospital tonight after a high-speed pursuit of a stolen vehicle ended in a crash this morning near the Twin Cities. Keep your eye on the white Jeep as the driver tries to get onto the interstate before the Jeep rolls, and 3 of the 4 people in it are ejected. We want to show you another look. As you can see, the people go flying out of the Jeep as it rolls multiple times. Miraculously, one of them was able to stand almost immediately after that crash before law enforcement apprehended them. Investigators are looking into other hit-and-run crashes possibly connected to the vehicle.
The West Fargo Public School District says the school board has approved the construction of the district's 15th elementary school in the Deer Creek neighborhood. The new elementary school will be funded from a portion of the 2015 bond referendum, along with bonds that would be repaid using a portion of the building fund levy. This is the 4th elementary school being built in the district in the last 2 years.
Summer is gone and it feels like fall is starting to lose its grip. Let's find out about the cooler temps and strong winds from Hutch.
Certainly, temperatures cooler and a lot of gusty wind today. We had peak wind gusts over 40 miles per hour as we went through the afternoon in the Northern Valley for Grand Forks and the James River Valley for both Carrington and Jamestown. Current winds are most gusty on the Minnesota side of the river, still over 30 miles per hour in Fergus Falls. Windy and cold means wind chilly overnight as the wind is expected to continue, but not much from the sky. as we're starting to see some clearing. It's what's coming this week. Yes, flakes in the forecast. Quiet through Wednesday, but Thursday, a big change on the way with gusty winds and accumulating snow for some areas. I'll have details on that in your hour-by-hour forecast here in a moment.
Nasty.
Not fun.
All right, thanks.
A North Dakota man injured in the Las Vegas mass shooting is speaking out for the first time. Andrew Goodmanson posted on Facebook last night that one of the bullets tore through his abdomen, and he credits his girlfriend, McKenna Larson, as well as several other strangers with saving his life. He says Larson guarded him until a stranger rushed him out of the concert venue in a wheelbarrow before another stranger drove him to the hospital. The former UND baseball star says he intends to return to his hometown of Minot soon.
U.S. Army Sergeant Bo Bergdahl will now wait until Wednesday for the start of the sentencing phase of his military trial. Bergdahl arrived this morning at Fort Bragg, North Carolina for his sentencing, but the judge needed more time to decide on a defense motion to dismiss the case based on comments made by President Trump against Bergdahl. Bergdahl has pleaded guilty to desertion and misbehavior before the enemy for abandoning his post in Afghanistan in 2009. The sentencing phase is expected to last several days. Bergdahl faces up to life in prison.
A local woman continues to bring smiles to her neighbors with her holiday decorations. She is once again bringing out the pumpkins and ghosts in her front yard and decorates her house for every holiday.
The little kids love it, and they're very respectful about when they walk up along here and that. They're very respectful, and the elderly like it too.
If you would like to check out her Halloween display, you can find it at 1030 1st Street East in West Fargo.
And way to go, Marilyn. When traditional approaches don't work when it comes to dealing with depression, some people suggest a psychedelic drug. Details later on Valley News Live at 10.
Up next, the threat of listeria has a vegetable supplier voluntarily recalling products.